Welcome to another edition of Tourism X meetings, where we talk all things relating to the ever-evolving events business arena. I'm Gerard Davids, the founder of TalkX TV, where we host Tourism X as a content channel. I'm joined today by Nonhlanhla Seoe, Deputy Director, Business Tourism of the City of Tshwane, to talk to us about the city's campaigns and strategies to stay top of mind of both event organizers and delegates alike. Welcome to Tourism X, and let's start off with the fact that many destinations compete for conferences, conventions, and delegates. Why are trade shows or the participation in trade shows crucial for your agency to attract events to your destination? What is your organization's perspective on the value offered by participating in trade shows?
Hi, Garrett. Thank you so much for having me. Firstly, trade shows are very important, especially in the business tourism space, because this is where you get an opportunity to meet with the clients, specifically clients that you wouldn't have access to. So what happens, we refer to them as hosted buyers. So these hosted buyers are selected, and these are people that do have potential to bring business into South Africa at the time. So in the case where we attend trade shows, we meet with these buyers where we wouldn't have access to them in market. Especially with us, when you have cost containment measures, it's an opportunity for us to play in a space that we wouldn't necessarily play in. So being at trade shows and meeting these people face to face allows us to see the type of business they have on offer, but it also gives us an opportunity to show them our product, actually show them the space we are talking about and the type of destination we are about. So, attending trade shows is one of the most critical roles if you are in business events or in the tourism industry. The last thing is that it's an opportunity where you can actually close the deal, whereas most of the time you are far from the clients and you don't really get an opportunity to talk to them. But once you see them face to face and you sell your business to them, you are able to close the deal at many of these trade shows. The most important thing is that they provide lead generation for us. So we are able to get leads that we can mine up until we really get the business. So in a trade show that we've attended 3 years ago, we are still busy right now following up on those leads.
Okay, very well done there. Now, trade shows, they go beyond showcasing just the attractions of your destination. How does your agency go about, working hard at convincing planners that your destination has the infrastructure for successful meetings? I'm told that the city has got more than 7,000 rooms and it's got around 400 different sites or venues which could be utilized by event planners. So, what strategy do you employ at industry trade shows that goes beyond leisure marketing?
Our USP as the city is that we are the capital of knowledge. So we are the knowledge hub. We are also the capital for research. We are the research hub with the highest research institutions being here. Even academically, we have 4 of the universities that are stationed here. So we are that capital. But outside of that, we are also the administrative hub because of the many embassies that are found here. So the biggest USP is that when you want knowledge, when you want research, this is the city you must come to. So the main thing is that when people come here, they know they want to engage in business, they want to engage in academic papers. So we offer that opportunity to say we have the university institutions, you can meet the professors, you can actually come out with papers of academia like you want, or even research papers. So that is our biggest USP, our knowledge capital. Outside of that, the infrastructure that we have is also a USP, especially the recent development of the Times Square at Maslow and Sun International. So that for us has seen a lot of growth, especially in the leisure or rather entertainment events industry. So now where we didn't have a lot of international festivals, now we see a lot of rise in that. And that helps us because now even our accommodation establishments are getting full. So outside of that, we are the only city that has a game reserve um, around 50-kilometer radius of it. So that's the best thing. You can come and do business here, but after about 45 minutes, you can be in the wild and actually experience the big five. So that for us is our biggest offering. So we always say that because we're an urban destination, ours is mostly focused on business tourism, but we do have the leisure products. I mean, if people want to go to Cullinan Diamond Mine and find a real mine, and mine workers, they can still experience that. Even if they want to experience adventure, we have adventure zones. So we are just an urban destination that really has a lot to offer our clients.
So, as it is, event planners, they come from various industries. You've mentioned the knowledge segment of business. How would your agency tailor your approach if you're at a trade show to connect with planners across the different sectors? Now, you've mentioned these different segments where you are kind of a leading location for this kind of, for example, Knowledge Hub, the Research Hub of South Africa, the Embassy Hub of South Africa, the Administrative Capital of South Africa. How does your agency then align your strategy to these different audiences and perhaps cultural nuances?
Sorry, Garrett, I didn't get that.
Yeah, so essentially what I'm saying is that event planners, they come from various industries. Okay, how would you tailor your approach at trade shows to connect with planners, event planners from different sectors? You've mentioned the Knowledge Hub, you've mentioned the embassies, the high concentration of embassies, and you've mentioned that you're the administrative hub of South Africa for many segments. So, how does your agency design its strategy to talk to these different segments when you're at these trade shows?
Okay. So the approach here, and excuse me, and what we've seen works for us is that we tailor make our product according to what the planners are. So you have your traditional professional conference organizers, and they are very easy. It's a market that we've always been exposed to. They want the big association meetings or the corporate meetings, and we work with them in tailor making a bid that will ensure that we actually get them into the city. But the development, especially recently for us, has been that we are a huge sporting destination. So last year alone, we hosted a number of international sporting events, the Down syndrome gymnastics, the indoor world hockey. So a lot of world tournaments are finding themselves in the city. And what we've done here is that we've gone to the sports federation and said to spoken to them, and we have a relationship with them now to say our offering is very different because as we are coming into the sports fraternity, we don't know yet how to cater to you from a tourism perspective. Therefore, we need to find organizers that are actually professional sports organizers. But the gap there that we've noticed is that these sporting events would actually have a greater impact if they come with a conference on hand. So not just have the sports event, but have a day or two of strategizing and then get into the business of sports. So that is an area we are exploring. But the most important thing also is that we do have incentive products. So from an incentive organizer point of view, which is another segment of organizers in the business event space, we haven't tailor-made our product enough because they want 6-star and 5-star and what. So what we've been doing now, because of the cost containment measures, is just mainly focusing on the important core business. But these other businesses are businesses that we can explore. So when we speak to PCOs or event organizers, we try that, especially the PCOs that are world renowned, we try that they need to impart knowledge on our SMMEs. We don't have a lot, especially of local and SMME PCOs. So that lack of knowledge or gap in our space makes it a bit difficult. So whenever we work with a big corporate and whenever we work with a big conference organizer, we really want them to impart that knowledge on the other. We are still exploring other avenues. The one thing is that the biggest challenge is that in the business event space, when you don't have enough budget, you do suffer.
Yeah.
so so in so in an environment where we are working on cost containment measures, we've had to be very creative on how we continue to ensure that we stay on top as a business or meetings destination, really. And our stakeholder partnerships are the ones that are yielding many results. I mean, we work with event organizers that are in the universities. That is very important for us because they hold a market that we can access, and their relationship with us helps us get the meetings in. So we also benchmark and see how we can plug into the provincial bodies like your Gauteng Tourism and Events Bureau. And we try and see how can we work with them as well as the National Convention Bureau to assist us, because we don't have budget. How can we plug into their budget so that eventually the meeting gets here? Because once the meeting gets here, we have all won.
Okay. Now, great stuff. Thank you. Let's leave it there for now. That was Nonhlanhla Seoe, Deputy Director, Business Tourism, City of Tshwane, taking us through their place and their strategies within the evolving landscape, the trends and the challenges for both destinations and event planners, and how to forge win-win partnerships for all concerned. Thank you very much for your time and insights, which is very much appreciated, and we leave it there for now.